Okay, it's looking green. It's looking green. We're using more CPU, so that's all right. I think something. What quality do you see the video? Is it okay? Is it all right? 100 MP, 1000 MP. Okay, you can go HD, right? HD. All right, let's get ready for this. I'm a little high, not a lot. Ta-da! I forgot about the chat. Real quick, come on. Oh, this is nice. I'm learning. Not about chat. Let me just put the chat real quick in the stream. Up. Just gonna copy this, copy that. So I can see when you write. But is it working better? Does it show like it's working better? Does it show like it's doing stuff? Oh my god. There's the neighbors again. Oh, fuck me. And there goes my R rating. R rating. But was it nice the first time when I sing it almost all? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That was awesome. That was pretty awesome. I don't care. I don't care. Listen. Listen. This was just the beginning. I have problems everywhere. But this is about optimizing them. Making them feel good. For some reason, everything's well. But still not going. Yeah. Where? In my talent. What do you mean where? We never know if they come or not. I just extended the invitation. Of course, I've not been able to clean my room. I just cleaned the hallway, even if it was weird cleaning it. 11 p.m. At 11 p.m. just cleaning your house. My neighbors must be thrilled every time they hear me. And then in the night, earlier in the night, you're just receiving stuff. But you know where I'll be going today? I'll show you where I might be going today if I am able to muster the courage. It's just one place where you can see this. Oh, but you can do that tomorrow as well? Huh. No wonder. This is where I'm going today. Let me just make this screen a little bigger. Right. But yeah, I'm pretty into how they're doing the marketing for a town like this. That's pretty good. I'm going to La Loge en Gironde. It's gonna be just me for now, but I'll see if tomorrow some people will want to come. Probably not, because I don't know them. But that's how life goes, you know. One day you're feeling like you're entering still in the dark night of the soul, and the next day you are with your beloved with beloved. Do you know what this dark night of the soul is? Someday you will probably get through it, go through it, but it's something educational. About what it becomes and what it is.
The endurance.
Let's just watch it a little bit as, and afterwards we will make a prayer for everyone. And this is what happens in the dark night of the soul.
The endurance of darkness is preparation for great light. John of the Cross. Most of our lives are ongoing pursuits of sensory pleasures, and every time we think that we have found lasting fulfillment, it doesn't take long before we need more gratification to soothe the pain of an incomprehensible emptiness that seems impossible to fill. Spanish John and Teresa, John of the Cross, and his mentor Teresa of Avila. According to John and Teresa, humans have an inborn longing for completion. This completion cannot be achieved by worldly pleasures. So instead, we must go within to reach the inner core of our soul, in which the divine lies hidden. Through spiritual awakening, we adopt a different perception of reality. Our predicament becomes clear. Knowing that our past way of life never fills the void, while not knowing where to turn next, can leave us in despair. According to John and Teresa, we must undergo a transformation that happens in the darkness of our unconscious to reach the light. This mysterious and confusing transitional experience is called the dark night of the soul.
Pretty cool, huh?
After his attempt to find God in worldly things, John of the Cross spoke of God as nada, which is Spanish for nothing or no thing, meaning that our senses cannot perceive it and our minds cannot grasp its wisdom. As opposed to the typical Christian description of God, which is that of a powerful bearded man in the sky, John's God is mystical and elusive. This observation closely resembles what the Taoists call Tao, which is an undefinable and incomprehensible force that cannot be understood by the human intellect. John of the Cross became an apprentice of Carmelite nun Saint Teresa of Avila in 16th century Spain. both were deeply concerned with the union between the soul and the divine, and both experienced a dark period in their lives, during which their own unions took place. John and Teresa described these journeys as dynamic love affairs, full of passion and emotion. In his poem called The Dark Night of the Soul, John narrated this union, and I quote, "O guiding night, O night more lovely than the dawn, O night that has united the lover with his beloved, transforming the beloved in her lover." End quote. Even though the dark night of the soul has its roots in Christianity, it's not restricted to Christians only. Rather, it's a spiritual phenomenon that can occur in everyone, regardless of religion. We could call it a spiritual depression, or a journey towards divine union that takes place in the shadow of our essence. It happens in the regions of the soul that we cannot see nor grasp. Thus, the dark night of the soul is an unconscious experience with conscious consequences. The tragedy behind the unification between ourselves and the divine, according to Teresa, is that we don't realize who we are and what we want. Blinded by worldly pleasures, the things that our senses can perceive, it's no surprise that many people don't go beyond their search for sensual gratification. It's perfectly possible to live life from going to one pleasure to another and find a sense of fulfillment, which that money was the answer. But after becoming rich, we discovered temporary substitutes that do not gratify our hearts in the ways we had hoped for. And romantic love affairs don't gratify our hearts in the ways we had hoped for. According to Gerald May, author of the book The Dark Night of the Soul, some people even seem to be born with this realization. I quote, "They grow up trying to adjust themselves to the values and strivings that surround them, but somehow their hearts are never in it. They have a deep awareness that fulfillment cannot be found through acquisition and achievement. They often feel like misfits because of the different, deeper, ungraspable love they feel inside them." End quote. Other people, sometimes even in old age, get struck by a sudden clarity, realizing that life is not what it seems. An example of this sudden life-changing awakening is the concept of taking the red pill, which is derived from the movie The Matrix. After swallowing the red,
this is a different situation that we shouldn't be getting into. But yeah, it's basically, apparently, hopefully, a pathway to a dynamic love affair. Oh, I should create some French telenovelas. Do you know French telenovelas? Of course not. They're not real Latin. Some pretty cool buildings around, and they have some uh-oh, looks like they're after me. I might probably just give some stuff up to a certain kind of groups. What is going on? Am I still here? I am wondering. It's okay, so you are here. Oh, so you are here.
the endurance of darkness is preparation for great.
Okay. Who is after you? Who is after me. Everyone. Not everyone, but they're not after me. But if you get to share some things and you don't know what might happen. But usually they're not organized against me. Yeah, I don't know what was going. But just gonna the guests are. I think the guests are here. It's working great. It's all green now. Anyway, sometimes there are things you shouldn't share. And sometimes those make the best stories. It's, but you all know that the untold stories are the best. Untold Stories, the festival, Untold Stories. From one person to another. A very different perspective on things. Which sometimes should not be even taken in consideration or need for knowing those things. Because there are some things, there are some debates if you should just give the red pill or the blue pill further, and to give the blue pill further, you might not find it helpful if you were to give some more unwanted information. That's why, and unneeded. That's why they're after me, They're after me. But also there is another thing. I probably told you this before or never. Usually people want everything from you. Like everyone, if they want something, if they exist in your life, they also want something. So it's kind of a game, because it's called the theory of games, in which apparently you can get the best result from every interaction for thanking them they are there, for talking, for being there for you, for not being there for you. But when those things occur, you can just play it as a game with every interaction. And it's kind of weird to talk about this because it's 2-3 leveled stupidity, naiveness. Sorry, not stupidity, naiveness. That think that there are some persons that don't know that, and that the way the agile methodology is made, actually, based on this thing only in the theory of games, but in the theory of game of being agile with every interaction that you have. Like, I should have been a professor of agile, as you can see. I understood agile perfectly. I should put this into my CV. Let me lick my finger and put it in the air as an OK sign. But no, I cut myself today. Oh my god. Okay, YouTube, please, please, please. I didn't mean it that way. No. Forgive me, for I have sinned. Because you know you can't say things like cut or something harmful, because the AI will just give me some bad directions. But it's good because they will they are not able to understand humans yet. But I cut myself today at my work with the knife, because I work with knives, actually hundreds of knives. I don't know the exact stock yet. I can't say what. I told you, I already told you that it's usually you shouldn't say that it's a game. The theory of games, you have to just like know it. And if you say it further, then people will think they are being manipulated. When I don't know. At least I work. I know what I'm doing. Handling knives. So cutting, it's part of the job. Now doesn't that sound cool as hell? I told you, on the exterior, I'm living the best life. Sometimes in the interior, well, not so much this year. But, oh, if I can describe the things I'm doing, like, further, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. You know? I'm gonna do that. What do you say? How much can I describe what I'm doing at work and how I'm living? I don't want to say living. Yeah. Yeah, I'm living. It's pretty cool. Living. Where am I living? Yeah. Anyway, so I, as I told you, you know, well enough that I handle a lot of knives. So at the end of the day, when the count has been done, I just close the underground working facility. Hidden in the random places of Angers. And go home and do a stream. That's what I do. That's what I do for that's a part of what I do. Just handling the knives and doing the count as I leave my underground function building and go home to stream. And still be open to neighbors. Not neighbors. Neighbors as well. I love neighbors. How it looks, because I can hear there's a party. I can hear people talking. It's quite nice. However, we're not here to hear people, are we? Because I'm here to. How much time has it passed? I wonder. Almost 1 hour. Or oh no, I don't have to go out tonight. Or maybe I do have a little. Stay more on stream. But let me just take a quick think to see what I still want to do today. In this, oh yes, I do want to eat. It is imperative that I eat for this Italian delicacy that I've acquired today. Is waiting for me like mouse is been awaiting by the cheese. And damn it, do I love cheese. Anyway, that's what I eat. Cheese on a tomato sauce. bouillon, as you might call it. That sounds so French, the bouillon. And then on a dough. That's the food that it's waiting for me. The most Italian thing you can think of. La pizza! That's French bouillon. I don't think anything is French here. It's a frozen pizza. It's a frozen pizza, man. Though I'm still drinking the rich people's juice, or shall I call it water, sparkling water. And to be more specific, Melograno e arancia Italian sparkling drink made by San Pellegrino dal 1932. Bruisende drank met sinaas en granata pel sap concentrat gieromatiseerd. What the fuck is this? Wheat concentrat jaromatiseerd. I don't know what language is that. Okay, let's see the ingredients. Water, orange juice, base de concentré. Huh? Oh yeah, orange juice base of 10% concentration. I don't know what that means. Sugar. So it has sugar. Grenade. Oh, it's concentrated. Oh, it's the. Oh, I'm getting it. Oh, I wanted to drink, but it was on the other side. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, it's concentrated. Oh, so it's natural concentrated orange juice? Oh, that's pretty nice. Actually, that's pretty nice, isn't it? It's 10%. Of 10% of this is orange, not orange. Orange? Why is it orange? Oh yeah, because it has orange as well. I forgot. I never felt the orange. Jus de Grenade. Okay, so this is with a lower concentration, it's 5%, but it has the Melograno, which is the one that Grenadine. I think Melograno. Yes, that's what they call it in Italian. Melograno. No, Melo. Melograno. Melograno. Melograno e arancia. Oh, écoute. San Pellegrino, boisson. Okay. I wanted to parle Italian. Okay. Okay, San Pellegrino. Acque. I have a sprizzante. Okay, that. Acqua sprizzante. Acque sprizzante italiane. Well, yes, that's how I'm talking now. That's how I'm talking. And you see, now I can understand why people have some problems understanding what I'm saying. Because you know, in France, if I'm drunk, I have Russian accent. If I'm not drunk and actually interested, I have Italian accent. Just as home, I have normal accent and I thought you were the That's a nice and very, let's call it, intellectual accent, right? Kind of makes the guts go wet. How they go. It's I remember random street meeting. Well, not meeting, hitting. As you go to your work in the morning, like a normal working class citizen. That shook me. That shook me a little bit to know that the police won't do anything, so I guess it's up to me. We'll see how that will work out, but that reminded me one day as I was wondering, so you really can't do anything about these people, right? And now I know, as I'm in the middle of seeing if I want to stay here in this city, still, as I found very little reasons to, very few reasons to stay, other than the night is calling. But I still think I can do something with this. And then I remembered I need to search for something on my computer right now, right about now. And it's quite close to.
Hello.
Need to show you this, right? I don't know if I ever showed you this, if I ever shared this with you, but I'm doing it now. Because you might have not seen it, but at the same time, you must have seen it to remember how and where they are coming from, these people. Of course I'm doing. Bam!
Hello, and welcome to the Eastern European Men's School. Not everyone is born a man. Some unfortunate people is born as a weak man, gay or woman. So if you are lucky to born as a real man, this is a place for you. This is our top-notch facilities. Here we grow our muscles and our balls, not literally, of course. In the background, you can see how 4 men is kicking one punching bag that is already lying on the floor. Fighting this way is more efficient and less time-consuming than fighting one-on-one. You and you. Stop! Stop! Break! 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 I said break! What are you doing? In the school, we're gonna teach you how to choose a fighting opponent. He must be weaker than you, smaller than you, or a woman. Be open-minded. Woman can be as good fighting opponent as a man. It's her problem, she's weak, not yours. Now, we're gonna show you how to start a fight. You need a reason, okay guys? Show us.
Hey, you have a cigarette?
No.
Bam! Okay, very good, very good. One more.
Hey, you have a cigarette?
Yes, where you go?
What does it mean?
Yes.
Are you gay?
Bam! Okay, very good, very good. Okay, one more, one more.
Hey, you have a cigarette?
Yes, where you go?
What does it mean?
No.
Why?
I don't like men.
But I like me. Do you want to say I'm gay?
Bam, bam, bam! Very good. You saw one of the common technique how to start a fight. Asking for a cigarette. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Outside, we have driving course where we can practice drunk driving safely. Why drunk? Because it is fun, baby. Well, not for him anymore. That's why we asked to pay in advance. This is our film class. Here we are watching films and learn from them. At this moment, guys are watching new Lithuanian hit Redirected. Awesome film with tits and shooting and gangsters. I had a role in it. Watch. Instead of money, they gave me this. And now we're gonna show you one of the sample techniques how to pick up chicks in the public transportation, okay?
I know why I'm single now. This is what I need to do. I forgot about it. This is how I'm gonna do it. Of course I'm letting it. Just wanted you to prepare yourself. If you're hearing me, I'm breaking souls. Here and there. As always.
Loretka, Maxim,
So, do you like sexual intercourses?
and bam! She's wet. You see how she's sliding down off her chair. Good job, Maxim, good job. One more. Now we're gonna show you how to pick up chicks in the street. Maxim, Loretka, oh, come on.
So, do you like sexual intercourses?
Bam! She's wet, she's lying down. Молодец, Maxim. This is the place where we relax after lessons and drink vodka. Most of these drinkings end up in the fight. This is Eastern European Men's School. We have branches in Poland, Latvia, Russia, Estonia, Slovakia. Visit our website www.coolmanschool.com. In case you're wondering what I'm drinking, this is mineral water Vytautas. Gives you energy and shit.
Damn it! I forgot the microphone. But it didn't pass so much time while getting on another round. It's pretty. Anyway, it's 7:15. So let me be clear. It's just only 1 hour that passed since I started the stream. I guess that, and not even one because I was late. I was late. So it's time to listen to the prayer. Right? We can't have this now. There is always light. Okay, get ready. Get ready. Let me show you.
There is much to be skeptical of in this world, so it no longer surprises me to learn how many people don't really believe in anything. What's the point? For many of us, the road is a difficult one, but the path is always there for us to follow, no matter how many times we may fall. The good news is that we can help you find your way back, naturally. Some days are harder than others, but I must try. We all have doubts. The light of the mind alone cannot burn away all darkness. Think on it and look in your heart. It will be for the best. When the walls come tumbling down, when you lose everything you have, you always have family. The fire that had kept me alive was love. Their love. God's love. Right. You're not so certain. Fair enough. We all go through periods of darkness. Of course. In a world filled with misery and uncertainty, it is a great comfort to know that, in the end, there is light in the darkness. In such times we can turn to the Lord, but it's good to have friends. And the good Lord knows there's much to be done here. You're a good neighbor to us. Thank you. Until then, God be with you.
What's the song? Okay. Why? It wasn't catching any microphone. I just want to know how annoying is it? Disappearing, like the sound, you can't hear it. Do you even realize? Or is it just me that realizes it first and then... Yeah, I know I have the thing. Yeah, I know. No, if I'm going, I'll be announcing it like a real prince. Like, I have to be somewhere. And as they say here, je vais changer l'huile. Non, je vais changer l'eau des olives. Je vais changer l'eau des olives. C'est ça. That meaning, I shall now go and water or change the water of the olives. I still didn't get it. I still didn't get it. It was 2 years ago when I first heard it. But you see, things like this, stories like this, they remain in your head. Like, was it to water them or to change their water? But because it didn't have it doesn't have the same equivalences. Equivalences? Yeah, equivalences. And it's almost a joke, but I still loved it because I knew it's something with the olives and water. I know it's going to be. And yeah, I need some time to adjust to the fact that people would just tell you that they're going to be. No, like, no, it's nothing here. It's yeah, I'm just going to be. They're announcing it. Like, they're announcing it. Quite weird. Girls and boys, like, oh, je vais faire pipi. Oh, I'm just gonna pee. Okay. Oh, there you go. Go, you little one. No. Quite, no filter. No filter. Which is pretty cool sometimes. Sometimes, I don't know, there's not the filter. That's the thing, there's not the filter. But you know what? To conquer this country, to gain it, you have to further on. Something. In a brilliant 10-year campaign, Alexander and his Macedonian army conquered much of the known world from Egypt and the Indus River. In 324 BC, they returned to his near-modern Baghdad. Yeah, I've lost the continuation. According to the ancient historian Arian, Alexander executed 13 ringleaders before confronting the army. Alexander's exact words are not known, but modern historians believe Arian records the essence of a real moment of history down. Didn't get
What
it
I'm
all.
about to say isn't meant to stop you returning home. As far as I care, you can go wherever you wish. But I want you to know how you have behaved towards me, and how I have treated you. I'll begin, as is right, with my father, Philip. When he found you, you were mere peasants, wearing hides, tending a few sheep on the mountain slopes, and you could barely defend them from your neighbors. Under him, you began living in cities, with good laws and customs, and he turned you from slaves into rulers over those very barbarians who used to plunder your land. He conquered most of Thrace, taking the best harbors so there was trade and prosperity, and put the mines to steady work. The Thessalians, they used to terrify you. Well, we rule them now. The Athenians and Thebans, always looking for a chance to attack Macedonia, were so humbled, myself playing my small part in the war, that they no longer take tribute from Macedonia, but instead depend upon us for their protection. My father went to the Peloponnese and put their house in order. Then he was declared supreme commander of all the Greeks for the campaign against the Persians. An honor not just for himself, but for all Macedonians. This is what my father Philip did for you. Great enough on its own, but small compared to what you've gained from me. I crossed the Hellespont, even though back then the Persians still commanded the sea. I defeated the satraps of the great King Darius, and made you rulers of Ionia, Aeolis, Phrygia, and Lydia, and took Miletus by siege. The rest of the land surrendered willingly, and their wealth became yours. All the riches of Egypt and Cyrene, which I won without a fight, are yours now. Syria, Palestine, Mesopotamia, Babylonia, all belong to you. The wealth of Lydia, the treasures of Persia, the jewels of India and the outer sea. You are now satraps. You are generals and captains. What have I held back for myself apart from this purple cloak and diadem? Nothing. No man can point to my riches, only the things I hold in trust for you all. And what would I do with them anyway? I eat what you eat. I get no more rest than you. Many times I have spent the night on watch so that you could sleep soundly. Who among you believes he's worked harder for me than I have for him? Come on! If you've got scars, strip and show them to me. I'll show you mine. There isn't one part of my body, the front at least, that doesn't bear a wound. My body's covered in scars from every weapon you can think of. Swords, arrows, stones, clubs. All for the sake of your lives, your glory, and your wealth. And yet here I still am, leading you, as conqueror of land and sea, rivers, mountains, and the plains. We've celebrated our weddings together. Many of your children will be cousins of my own. I've paid off your debts without asking how you got them, even though you're paid well enough and pillage every city we take. Many of you wear golden crowns, badges of courage and honor given you by me. Any one of us who was killed, who met a glorious end, we buried with full honors. Many now stand immortalized by bronze statues in Macedonia. Their families are honored and pay no taxes. Under my command, not one man has been killed fleeing the enemy. And now, I wanted to send back some of you who've been wounded or crippled, or have grown old, to be welcomed back home as heroes. But since you all wish to go, then all of you, go! Go home and tell them that your king, Alexander, conqueror of the Persians, Medes, Bactrians, and Scythians, who now rules over the Parthians, Chorasmians, and Hyrcanians as far as the Caspian Sea, who's marched over the mountains of the Hindu Kush, crossed the Oxus and Tanais rivers, even the Indus, first to cross it since Dionysus himself. I would have crossed the Hyphasis too if you hadn't cowered in fear. Who sailed into the Great Sea from the mouth of the Indus. Who crossed the desert of Gadrosia, where no one had ever led an army. Who took Carmenia, while my fleet sailed the Persian Gulf. When you get home, you tell them that when you made it back to Susa, you abandoned him and went home, leaving him under the protection of the foreigners you'd conquered. Perhaps this report of yours will seem glorious in the eyes of men, and worthy in the eyes of the gods. Be gone!
Here's the tick. Wanna see a plot twist? After the speech, the Macedonian troops begged Alexander for forgiveness, leading to an emotional reconciliation between the king and his army. They reconciliated, bro. And Alexander began to plan further conquests. That's nice. Very brotherly situation. But in Babylon, less than a year later, he succumbed to an unknown illness and died, aged just 32. So as you know, I'm turning 32 next month. I have to conquer that. I think only only that. In 32, if not, I might succumb to an unknown illness and die. He's just 32. Oh, but think about it. Oh, that's such a damn unknown illnesses.
Thank you to all the Patreon support.
Yeah, my Patreon. I should make my Patreon. I have my Patreon, but I still don't have the order. I just need to put everything out there. The thing so I can not think about that and just start the streams naturally. That's what I'm working on the most. But yeah. Is this a sign? I just got very freaked out when I heard that he's 32. Because, holy hell, trying to conquer the world. And managing it. Pretty intense, right? For a while. It's always for a while, isn't it? But 1 year, it's still a lot of traveling with troops in different parts of the unknown world. Well known, but unknown. Just theoretically known. Which I guess it's a pretty nice adventure. At what hour do you want to do it? Afternoon? Something like 3? Because afterwards, if not, gonna still be like 5 or 6 hours. 3, yes, that works too. Maybe even 4. Yeah, that's alright. That's alright. Remind me as I am noting here to be reminded, because my memory lately is quite Okay, stop talking. No, I'm just receiving some notification all at once. I don't know if they're talking at once, but 3 p.m. Or you want to do it in the morning? No, no, afternoon. Wait, 19 hours. You know what the label is called until now? March with her violoncelle. Her with her violoncelle. I saw this girl once. She was pretty, but I was going home like a real she had a violin. No, she had that big violin. I don't know what it's called, but I was coming from work and I know I was quite distraught from working unusual shifts. And I saw her, and yeah, that was it. And then I thought she was stuck in my head for a couple of minutes, and then I said like, yeah, maybe I will see her again, but when will I be able to see her again? Well, she has a violin or thing. She's probably doing courses at the same hour, and it was a Tuesday, so at least once a week. And then if I would be there at the same hour, maybe I would see her again, but then I forgot about the date because I changed my working schedule again. So now it's just the label of the of the alarm, but I still know that it's on a Tuesday because it writes here, marks her with her violin. Now let me just open your heart. This will be closed. Oh, and okay, afternoon. I'm gonna Sunday. Getting a new tattoo. The big violin, I think it's called contrabass. Maybe. I have no clue. I call it the big violin. But we shall see right now. Contrabass. Oh, contrabass. Contrabass. And the other one? Oh, violoncelle is contrabass. What does that mean? And what new tattoo are you getting? And how much does it cost you? And how much of the skin you're making. How many of something small, that means one session. Hey, 10 centimeters is big. Come on. Anyway, what do you want on it? What are not do you want? What are you making on it? And to also it's gonna be something skinny. Okay. Across. Maybe. A flame. I know you have a cross, but I don't know, maybe you just wanted more, like, yeah. Hey, I like how crosses look. So, if not, you're doing a flame. Doing a flame. Doing an eye. M. No, I want to say I. Two. I, but I don't know how to Roman I. Because I have this colleague at work, he has just random tattoos on, not random tattoos, he has tattoos with numbers on it, random numbers. So initially when I saw it, it was like 1, and then it was like 4, and then I saw another number and I didn't know what was it. And he just has, you know, the numbers. Maybe they mean something, maybe they not, but who knows? It's numbers. It's quite interesting to learn that contrabass. Like that, Hamburgate. Oh, nice. Nice, you're becoming like, wait, you're becoming a real Chad. But not you're becoming, you're expressing your Chadness. But I don't know if you know, but I think you know. Oh, but not Chad. Oh, sorry, it was he was called Sado. Oh, Chad was in one language and Sado. Like his arms, look at them. They're transforming. And as well, bam. Like it's gaining. Every time it's gaining more. Bam. Because at first it was quite I want to say boring looking, but now he looks pretty cool. But it was simple. It was quite simple. Bleach. First. And now you're like just transforming it into Transformers, robots in disguise. And I think that's how we can end the stream, with this song as I go eat, because it's 1 hour and a quarter that's passed. So Transformers. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I should have just put the music, you know. Oh, but it's... Oh, it's... Oh, I have to. I'm here. Right here. I don't lose the gains. I made boxing yesterday, 2 days ago, so yeah, I know. Have a great night, and you go eat if you haven't already. And I wish you and everyone around you that is there around. Maybe. Anyway, maybe that's a story for the next time. But I'll leave you with this beautiful, beautiful song as I will go and pee.